show how to use the portal. Now you're probably getting these automatic listing alerts based on the criteria that you told us. Once you click on it, you're going to see this. This is the latest information. It's updated even faster in those nationwide portals. So that's a great thing about it. So when you see here is what you get. And on the left, you're going to see the list of properties. On the right is the map. And you could change this view over here. So right now I'm going to zoom a little bit out. And just keep in mind what you see here on the left. This is the results. So here says 62 results currently in this search. And that's based on the search criteria that was chosen by, the agent in this specific case. I would kind of, it's just general information here, but I will start here in the middle where it says type of property. So it's a condo in this geographical area, latitude, longitude, 25, blah, 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 blah. This is a little more detailed than you want to see, but you can actually look that up. Current price is 200,000 to 350,000. And number of beds is 1. Square footage is 700 or higher. That's a plus sign. Year built is 1970 or higher. And how it's ordered doesn't matter. So again, if you need any help or want to see more of what the search parameters are or want to change them, don't hesitate to reach out. In this case, we can send you a map of what it is right now. It's not showing it here because we have other tools as agents that are a little bit more detailed, but it's sort of like this. I really made it very sort of like just this and just this. So what happens is that this view that you see is where the listings are showing here. Since I filtered the ones that are not in this area, this invisible box that you can't see right now, that's when nothing else is showing up in these sides, okay? But normally it would show everything there. So just so you know. So now we have 62. Let's just say, you know what? I hate Miami Beach. It's too crazy. I don't know why you guys put that there. So that's fine. Okay, fine. So just zoom in and you make sure that area that you don't like is not showing, and then it'll kind of filter and take those out. It's not going to change the search. You cannot edit, like I said, the agent search, but it won't show it here. So you kind of, lets you, not have to see stuff that maybe you don't like. But again, we can change that parameter for you if you like, add different areas for you, and whatnot. So also you can do this yourself if you kind of, want to experiment or you're not sure, you want to see what's out there, and you can create your own search. Okay, so that's a cool thing. And one thing you want to know, you can go here, click on boundaries, and let's say you want to see the city, so know where the city boundaries are. So this will kind of tell you. I think it's this is not going to change anything. This is just showing the boundaries, not changing the criteria on any circumstance. Or you go by zip code. So this is sometimes a little bit easier. I wouldn't go too more detailed and all these other things, but I'm gonna clear that out. And another cool thing, once you what you want to do is click a heart, so we know what you like, and kind of get you more of these properties, or thumbs down if you don't like it, so okay, you don't like this building or this type of property, whatever. And then anytime we speak on the phone, we'll kind of go over those details again and kind of get to where you want to be. So let's see. So always keep in mind of the search results, as you zoom in and out. So this is a cool thing, so you know where you're coming from. So generally what I like to say is the closer you are to actually purchasing or buying something or ready to do something, the lower that you want to have as results, because you're basically more focused into the area. Initially, you might start at 1,000 when you're first looking. When you're gonna get in a plane and gonna actually look at the properties, you want to be under 100, maybe 150, even less than that. So all right, so let's go to new search. So as a buyer client, you can make your own search. You cannot edit the agent search, but you can add another one. And if you want to change the frequency of the emails, when you get them, or maybe you get too many of them, let us know so we can edit that for you. So again, now you see the results here in the left. almost like the other search. Now you see that you have all these properties here because it wasn't narrowed down through our own agent side. So you see everything here. Once you move, changes the results. Okay, so 75,000 results is just a little bit more than normal. So let's go filter this out. So obviously you're gonna buy, so you're not renting, so that's what we have for sale. Pending this, if you want to do a little more research on what's sold and whatnot. So generally, if you want to do it, great, but most of the time we don't want to look at that now. Price, let's say you want to do a little bit lower than the other search we had, 200 to 300. In the types of properties, condominium, townhouse is pretty much, there's not many of them, so I'll just leave both of them together. They're similar in this instance. House, nothing for this price range it doesn't even matter if you click on it, it's not going to appear. But you could choose that if you want house or condo. Bedrooms, this is the minimum bedrooms, so I would put whatever it is. Let's say in this case one is minimum. Baths, unless you really need it and it's a bigger place, I would just leave this blank. Obviously you're gonna have one or more, but that's something that you can choose if you need to. Okay. And square footage, the default average studios are under 500. One bedrooms are 5 to 1,000, but you can do it however you want, but that's what I've seen in average. So if you're going beyond these numbers, you might get more or less than normal. So, but let's say for one bedroom, let's just say I don't want anything under 500, and you want to limit it up to 1,000. The reason you want to limit this is just so you can cut some off. Obviously, if something is really big and it's at a certain price range, like in this price range, it probably is not going to be that nice. So, but again, you could play with this. Year built, let's go to 1970 like we had on the other one, and leave the max because it don't matter. Okay, the nearer the better, right? So features, I want to play a lot with this stuff. So pets allowed and parking, all that stuff. Sometimes people don't put it right when they list a property, so it might eliminate a lot. And for example, pets is more for rentals and furnished for rentals. So unless you need it, don't play around with this too much. However, the most important one, and if you like this, I would do waterfront, because this is kind of, easy way to sort things. That if you don't want a waterfront, or you want it, you can select it here and see how the results, change. So you can turn it off and on and see what you like. So I would click waterfront, and pool is cool. The thing about pool is kind of like it's an undercover criteria, because the thing about this, if a condo has a pool, it most likely has a gym, it has other amenities. So this is kind of like you're kind of asking for a condo that's not like a one floor condo that has nothing. It's kind of like it's gonna give you a nice condo. Again, maybe it's not the best one. It again depends on the price, but at least if it has a pool, it usually has more amenities. Okay, so that's a cool thing to have here, unless you don't have a lot of results and then you want to take that off. Keywords, fireplace, no, come on, don't try to cut too many things up. So I think this is fair, right? This is good. So we're gonna click here, and we got 2,000 results. This is still way too much to go over. So what I would do is I would keep drilling down, but I think we got a pretty good criteria right here, so I wouldn't touch it too much at this point. What I'll do is go geographically and cut it off to whatever area I like. So basically, let's do Hollandale, and yeah. Yeah, 1,200, still a lot. So maybe let's go yeah, around here. Yeah, so this is a very popular tourist area, so that's what's a lot. Let me go back and move it higher because maybe that's not the nicest thing here. Just for this example, 660. Okay, that's a good number to start. Again, I wouldn't put a high number. If it shows too much, just you're gonna get overwhelmed. So then I would just click save, and that's it. Oh, and I don't know why for sale. Let me see. I don't know why it's showing this listing off market, but anyway, so let's just ignore that. So Park View. Okay, yeah, Hollander. This is a nice area. So this kind of gives you an idea. I would save it. It's a demo account, so obviously I can't do that, but hopefully that will give you a little information how to do this. Once you select a few that you like and you favorite it or dislike it, whatever, this is good for our feedback. Like I said, I would do a comparison and say, hey, these are the top 3 that I like. You know, what's the difference, price range, estimated monthly cost. You know, what about if your interest is going to be higher or lower? You can change this, but if you leave the default, that's the most general. Once you're kind of ready to make an offer, we're going to do more research and kind of give you a more detailed breakdown, but this will give you a little idea. So it's good to compare some properties. And once you save it, you'll get those alerts. And if you need to change that or anything, we can also do it for you. So hopefully it's been helpful. If you got any more questions, feel free to reach out and call and leave a comment. Anyways, talk to you soon. See you on the next one.